Good evening and welcome, viewers, to Thursday nights at MatchFit Entertainment. Thursday nights means MatchFit's official live coverage of Asrnz's Lightweight Cup, ladies and gentlemen, in ACC tonight's round 7, from Zandvoort, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. 10th year anniversary for Asrnz. Remember that? I'm Davo, right by my side. J-Man, as always. How are you doing, my friend?
Evening, Davo. Evening, viewers. Good to be here, be back on a Thursday, and the final 2 rounds approaching. So this is the penultimate round, and it is a Porsche Cup car, and we are freaking excited about that because this will be a test. This will be a test for the drivers out there. 9 on the grid tonight, about to embark on a 1-lap dash qualifying. So warm-up lap and then one hot one to get it done. There's a lot riding on this. Obviously a little bit of a smaller field, but still some strong competition in the field. And then tonight's format, obviously, first race is a sprint race. Still CPS required, though 3 tyre sets available for the weekend. So they will do a 20-minute. And then we'll back it up with another qualifying, another 1-lap dash, a hot lap effectively, and then into the 40 feature main. So that is going to be bloody exciting. And look, bit of practice gone in from a few guys this week. Maybe not everybody, but I have seen a little bit of chat that there has been guys out there circulating, trying to make sure that, I think above all else, that they're just safe in these things, as opposed to successful or fast.
Well, that's Porsche, isn't it? You know, like, not everyone's cup of tea, and some people feel that every time they get behind the wheel of a Porsche, it is pretty much trying to kill them. Some of us love that. J-Man, you and I are one of those weirdos that just love to dice with death in a Porsche Cup car.
So I'll take that.
So yes, awesome stuff. The guys, well, some of them I think will have their work cut out for them. Others, look, really do revel in this stuff. Like I just mentioned, you and I both just love to get behind the wheel in one of these things. And at what better place than Zandvoort? Big fan of this track. Again, not everybody's cup of tea, J-Man. So we're mixing it up here. Zandvoort in the Porsche. We are testing these boys here tonight, J-Man.
Yeah, look, and I think they will respond well to the track. I mean, obviously turn 1 got a lot of camber in there, and then as we flip up over through 2, head down into turn 3, just watching Rando now. He's approaching that part of the racetrack now. Not sure if you've got eyes on him, but up there into 3.
Yep.
And then I guess the roller coaster here, this will be flat chat once the tyres are up to 10, up through 4, 5, 6. A little bit light over the crest at 7 as he approaches that at around about 225, 230k an hour. And then just look for the blind brake mark dropping down the hill here.
Yeah.
Down through 7, heading down to 8. Double apex corner coming down here, really. You're just trying to scrub off the speed to make turn 9 effectively. And this one can be a little bit finicky on entry and exit. And then this one here. This turn...
Another double apex is a little bit tricky as well. A lot of off-camber stuff here.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's obviously some inviting corners with a lot of camber, but there's also a few that pretty keen to spit you out as he comes through the chicane here. This is 11-12, and then the run home. Pick your apex at 13. Try and roll the momentum out of 13 through 14, and you know, if everything's working well, you can pretty much get from this point here out flat. We'll just watch the throttle trace, big lift, and then back on again. So
just get the nose in. Yep.
Yeah, not kind of at that point where they could go through their flat chat, and all the way up to 255k odd an hour down here, and then braking down to about 85k back in turn 1.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, J-Man, 1 lap qualifying here for the boys tonight. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, so just looking to see.
So clearly, obviously, trying to really get the most out of these cars with not a lot of time. You know, like it's not just settle into it. It is just get out there, smash it out, guys, and do your best.
Yeah,
And
good to see Jacob Wadsworth back. He just very momentarily went to the top, Davo, and then eclipsed by Nev Shields, who is the first guy into the 38s in this qualifying session. So times are dropping. We've got the 713 car, famous 713 Steve O'Melling. What can he do? Oh, he's just starting a lap, actually. So there you go. So we've got Antoon, Fodado, and Melling all out there at the moment. I think Antoon has already cycled up and could be potentially, this is his lap.
yeah, I think it might be actually a J-Man. Fodado also out on track. And like you mentioned, Steve Melling, actually, Antoon just rounding in the final corner here and across the line.
Goes to the top on a 37.4, so into the 37s is a rapid lap in a cup car around here.
Absolutely, Fodado with a bit of a snaggy run through that chicane out the back end of the circuit there, and still keeping the foot firmly planted to the floor and through that final corner.
God, I wish I was out there, Dave. I thought you were going to release me for a night.
Yeah.
Fodado goes P2 on a 37.9. What has Melling got? Where is he? Okay, so he's coming down towards turns 11, 12, the chicane at the back. Still rocking the golf-inspired livery, really, as Steve-O's been pretty consistent throughout the series.
Yeah, look,
it's a wag of the tail between 13 and 14.
And it punches it through that final corner. Yeah, look, he has been consistent with the colours, and we do sort of ask that of the boys. No official skin pack for this series, so you know, like if the guys can just keep a similar theme on their cars, it definitely helps us out. But Melling, where did he sneak up to? Into fifth, right smack bang in that mid pack, J-Man. Right where we sort of expect to see him. However, I think we saw him on the podium last week, so anything can happen. Good stuff. There you go. One lap dash, qualifying. J-Man, Phil Antoon, Shane Fodado, Nev Shields, 1, 2, 3. Jacob Wadsworth, Steve Melling, Rando, Simpson, Grimmer, and Baker rounding out the 9, J-Man. I don't think Baker actually turned a lap, just quietly there. So...
he said he was potentially going to be a little bit late, although I think he was, and he might be just sort of settling in. So hopefully he makes the race start here as we do see them drop to grid. 2-minute countdown, and then we will see a full formation lap, which probably going to need it. Yeah, I probably should start a union. I'm not sure who would be the delegate. It would probably be me. I'd be talking to myself.
Probably.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So full formation lap, and like I said, they're probably going to need it. Not sure what this tyre operating range is like, but we have seen some of the cars this series in particular. I think the GD2s take just a little bit longer to get that tyre into working zone, but these things, no doubt, with the amount of sideways action that they'll see, will probably get the rears pretty warm pretty quick.
Definitely, J-Man. What was the format again tonight? I think we got 20-minute race with CPS first up. Yep.
And then another qualifying session, and then a 40-minute main. So a bit of recycling of tyres going to have to go on tonight, and they haven't got many on offer as per usual. The budgets are tight here.
Like Asrnz shenanigans as always, isn't it, J-Man? These guys.
They need a tyre sponsor.
And Asrnz always testing the boys, with limited tyre sets over the weekend or over the race night, should I say. So, yeah, awesome stuff. And but personally, I think that's why the boys keep coming back. They're up for that little bit of a challenge. Relatively short format racing with a 20 and a 40 main, but the tyre sets will come into play as we see every week, J-Man. few more seconds to run here. Actually, we'll just quickly sneak in a quick look at the points there as it stands. Nev Shields currently sitting third on the grid there, is leading the championship 30 odd points, or just under 30 points over Phil Antoon. Lee Perkins, who is not here tonight by the looks of it either, in third. Antoon with the traditional
Dowie.
shenanigans and a couple of quick doughies
Oh,
for the
I rate
cameras.
that. Yeah, to make two circles.
He's done well. He's done well.
On limited tyre wear, I'm gonna rate that. I'm gonna put that. I think I was somewhere like 6.8 last week. I'm gonna say that's a 9.2.
9.2?
Just for the effort of going
9.2.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah, so nice work. So yeah, Lee Perkins away, which will give Steve Melling a bit of a grab at the points there, who's currently sitting in fourth, and then Kenny Simpson, Jordan Moss away as well. Fonato obviously on grid, Wally Baker on grid, Joe Grimmer on grid, and Rando. And then I think the rest of those boys not on the grid. Who's that? Enright, Turner, Dial, Wilton, and Worcester. So points grab for a few of the boys. We've seen some ups and downs in the numbers here as everybody winds down towards the end of the year. We see this every year. You know, the guys are starting to wrap it up. Obviously busy at work and stuff. But yes, what do we got? This round and one more for Asrnz in the official capacity for championships. So awesome stuff. Next round will be at Indianapolis next Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. And just remember that these live streams are also going live to New Zealand SIMRACING TV tonight as well. So getting a little bit of a larger audience for the Asrnz boys tonight. So, as always, you can catch up with it on our MATCHFIT Entertainment channel. But, yes, broadening that web there a little bit, J-Man.
Yeah, shout out to those guys, and
Definitely.
I guess the collaboration is very healthy. So we look forward to working with those guys into 2026. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Just trying to spread the good word, the gospel that is Asrnz a little bit further. And this is one way we can do it here at MATCHFIT as the boys come around towards the end of their formation lap here. Tyres, well, we know Phil's rears are well and truly warmed up, but yeah, tyres warm, engines at the ready.
Yeah, so a couple of giggers off the front row, and then obviously a 777 car sitting there, the 770 of Nev Shields, and then Jacob Wadsworth. Always great to have Jacob back. He's a big fan of ACC, and I'll leave the start procedure to you, Davo.
Well, we are just about to go green in this 20-minute race. CPS Antoon with a killer friggin' start straight off, as did Shields as well. Got a bit of a jump. Who is that? Is that just... that's Wadsworth. Just takes back Shields immediately.
Yeah, aggressive into one. Nice move.
Well, didn't take him back because Shieldsy was already in front of him on the grid, but Shields with a killer start didn't quite get the T1 right, and Wadsworth passed J-Man. So awesome work from them. Melling.
Yeah, Rando as well. Grab Melling.
Yes, and I think Baker over Simpson and Grimmer, J-Man, in the background there. So nice start for Wally Baker. Another Baker massive fan of the ACC title. So good to see him in and on track tonight. He's another busy man as well. Leading up towards Christmas, Phil Antoon leads the way, ladies and gentlemen, on lap one. Over Shane Fonato, Nev Shields, and Jacob Wadsworth. Actually, no, it was Jacob that got the jump, and then Shieldsy back. There you go. My mistake, ladies, viewers. But a nice work, and that ever bumpy little back chicane and the back there.
Oh, Melling just hit it really hard there. Just took a little bit too much off the left-hand part on the middle. And I'll tell you what, that compromises run's just fallen off the back of Rando a little bit now, 2.1.
Yeah, Rando's got a good jump on him now, J-Man.
Yeah. Antoon makes 0.9, just about a second on the first lap with a standing 39.6, plays a 40.3. So that is the difference. He is so hot out the blocks every single time as Antoon. He makes those first initial pressure laps count. And then obviously Whanaro Shields looks solid here. Wadsworth with a great start to the race as well. Okay. Simpson now starting to look at the back of Melling.
Wally Baker way back there. I just wonder whether he's had a bit of a slip up in lap 1 there, J-Man.
Oh, without question. Without question. That thing is bearing some scars on the front splitter.
So that's unfortunate for Baker. Looking pretty hot immediately in lap 1.
Who was that I saw? Was that Shields? Was a little bit wide over the hill.
Oh, yeah, it was either Shields or Wadsworth. A little bit of dust in the air.
Shields. Shields was over a little bit wide, and it's actually allowed the margin just to crush a little bit to Wadsworth. So look for this battle to formate over the next lap, because yeah, Shields is obviously pushing hard to try and go with the leaders, and Whanaro still got sights. And I mean, I feel like this fast 20 will be marred by a couple of mistakes. I think just unforced errors. Guys just really, I think there'll be more mistakes in this one in the first 20 than we see in the next 20 of the next one.
For sure.
Just get used to these things at race pace.
Yeah, this race will move pretty quickly for these guys. I just noticed that Melling right back up on the back of Rando already. So Melling's showing some good pace there. Obviously a little bit of a slip up in lap 1 there, but bringing it back, well, he needs to, because Kenny Simpson right on his tail. Wadsworth keeping up with Shields. Shields still in touch with
Wadsworth with the big blue and into the fence out of turn 1. That is costly. He's still trying to gather it up. He's looking for a nice re-entry here. So maximum respect from Jacob there to try and get that thing back out on track at a safe time, and he did a good job of it. However, that was super unfortunate.
Yeah, big snap from the car there, J-Man. Caught him off.
I had just mentioned the unforced errors, and look, that's definitely going to be one of those.
There's a clear indication of it right there.
Yeah, the Porsche, fantastic car to rip around in, but can be very unpredictable at times.
Yeah, working
what
hard
I'm seeing out of Ken
J-Man.
Simpson here, Davo, with Steve Melling. He's going with him. You mentioned Melling starting to close the gap on Rando, but Ken Simpson,
he's right there,
is going with him, and I like what I'm seeing. Like Ken's racing of late is we've just seen a different Ken at the back end of 2025, and he's such a gentleman. But I tell you what, his racing has been hard lately. Very, very. I wouldn't say aggressive, just he's just pressing the issue a little bit harder than he normally does, and I like what I see. It's going to serve him well.
Definitely, J-Man, and just a keen eye would have noticed there Rando with a little bit of a snaky exit out of the chicane, although Melly not making a game from it. So Rando still well got a handle on that car, even with a bit of a snaggy exit. Yes.
A big shout out too to the camera crew here tonight, Davo, yourself. I think that lovely shot we occasionally see there. I think it's TV camera 1 when they're going down the front chute, and you're on somebody like Rando, and you'll just watch the visual blur, the motion blur of Antoon Whanaro dipping into turn 1. I think the cameras at Zandvoort, the cameramen here do a fantastic job. I just appreciate those shots that we do see. They do look very good, mate, and doesn't look like it's your first rodeo here, buddy.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. And some tracks clearly are better than others. But yeah, the Dutch boys on the cameras are doing a fantastic job. They haven't got into too many beers just yet, but well.
Melling starting to put some heat, gets a tighter exit.
Well and truly. I think
gets a tighter exit out of 10 and going to put the pressure down to 11, 12.
I don't think Rando I mean, clearly quick, but yeah, a couple of little wriggles creeping into his lap here and there so far, which he will suffer if Melling's on point here. So, because Melling will definitely keep him honest, and one of those wriggles too many, and I suspect we'll see Melling right up beside that car of Randos. So they cross the line once again.
How's the pace, Davo and viewers? Antoon just crossed the line, full race trim, albeit it is a sprint race, so they're not super heavy on fuel, with a 37.1 to go.
Wow.
By my calculation, quicker than his quali lap. And Shane Fodderdo, a 37.5.
Yeah.
He's faster than his quali as well, so very, very epic times. Shieldsy with a 38.4. Rando 39.6 and Melling a 39.2. So the pace is super hot. The track is starting to evolve to these guys. Laying down a bit of rubber is optimal out there at the moment. Sun's out and temperatures are good. So looking for some mega times at the moment.
Definitely. Just look, cameras on Shane Fodder at the moment. Looked like he's, I don't know, that car looks awkward at the moment. I just wonder whether he's having a hardware issue. Behind the wheel there. May have dropped off the back of Antoon there a little bit.
Yeah, he has lost.
He has lost there,
nearly another second there.
Yeah, something looked a little bit weird there. So that will take a little focus away from what he's trying to achieve here by staying in touch with Phil. But it looks like he's got it back up to speed already. So might have been just a little bit of an intermittent glitch there in the matrix. You can see in the background Nev Shields, and then a keen eye can clearly see Rando, Melling, Simpson, Wadsworth, all in that mid-pack battle there.
Wonder if John Carter's tuning in tonight. John's obviously very well respected and a fan as well of MatchFit and everything we do, and he does do the points for most of our series, and he does a fantastic job. I'm just starting it with tonight and then one more week next week. I'm starting to wonder what that points situation calculates like with Nev Shields sitting in third position, Antoon in first, Fodderdo in second. What does the mathematics start to look at? I may have to get the abacus out during the week after the results are in for this, and just see what's required for that, and see if we can't tell a little bit of a story about how this thing might wrap up in our 10th year anniversary year with these with the lightweight cups being a fantastic series, and not done yet. And I'll tell you what, Nev Shields has put his best foot forward all season long. He's done such a beautiful, consistent job. It's right now all about, for me, it's all about Melling chasing down Randos, dragging Kenny Simpson with him, and Wadsworth is actually on the comeback. They are going to, get a little bit time pressured because we are already halfway through the race.
It does go extremely quickly here. Plenty going on. Look, and we will keep an eye on Shieldsy. Like, him in the podium position there in third is critical to his championship. So Shieldsy will be well focused and will be endeavouring to keep that thing on track and pointing in the right direction for the whole evening, I suspect, to try and hold Phil at bay in the points championship wise. J-Man, Melling, look, Rando really can't take a breath here. Melling is on the pace, easily keeping pace with Rando, as is Simpson, like you mentioned, J-Man. Have we lost Wadsworth off the back of that? Wadsworth's obviously had a little bit of a wriggle in the background somewhere there.
It was a lap before, and he fell off by another couple of seconds because he was up inside 1.6. He was starting to make some good inroads into Ken Simpson, but unfortunately that has happened, and we have got a stop-go for Wally Baker. So Wally Baker's actually gone into the pits for whatever reason, and copped the attention of the stewards there. So that's unfortunate for was it. So
didn't pay the bribe, Wally. Come on, we've got to pony up with the money. You want to get away with that sort of stuff.
So just see
Time
Steve
to
Melling. I just picked up on Melling there, just coming out of 11-12, the chicane at the back. It looked good on turn on the entry, but just on the exit, just suffering a little bit of understeer, and that just was enough for Rando just to drive away a bit. He turned up there at 0.6. By the time they exited and headed down to turn 13, he was every bit of a second behind, so he lost about 4 tenths in one corner, and it looked to be understeer. So just needs to maybe jump on the spinners between race 1 and race 2 and just tune the front end that thing up.
Yeah, and I think
front end he rolls,
it's not the first lap. I think I've seen that in Rando. Sometimes not getting the best exit on that part of the track either, and still being able to pull away from Melling just there. But throughout the rest of the lap, Melling's got it. You know, like he's easily matching Rando's pace. But yeah, struggling in that the beginning of that last or final sector, should I say? So.
Yeah.
Steve-O's got to keep his focus.
Oh, Simpson super sideways as he comes over the brow of turn 7. He was
Specky there,
all sorts of crossed up. And look, I do like the paint regime on Kenny Simpson's car. Obviously, we traditionally see the 68 car rocking a fair bit of orange and often green. But I do like this black, orange, white configuration that he's running tonight. It does look pretty cool.
Yes, again, I think it's a little bit of a statement. Oh, I don't know how to say it, what the right word is, but it looks a little bit hardcore. You know, like
it does look hardcore.
It looks a bit hardcore. Their traditional colours being the black, orange, and white. So definitely. As we just see, who was that? Rando sneaking in the pits there, J-Man, just quick.
Okay.
So Melling chasing the draft all the way to the end there.
And Wally Baker back in for that stop-go 30. It'll be a painful 30 seconds, that one. And outside of that, Wally actually had completed his compulsory stop, so he'll look to get this one going again. Can't tell me it won't fire up, was it's a Porsche. They are so reliable.
So Rando in the pits. Wadsworth, actually, I just see rolling into the pit lane as well, J-Man, and it looks a little bit on the front there, and we did see that car in the wall, I think on lap 2 or 3 or something, so no surprise.
Yeah, critical stop here for Rando. Definitely needs a 32 on the jacks.
And I think it's a critical lap for Melling this next lap as well,
33.
while Rando sits in the pits, J-Man, and so he can, you know, like maybe make that gain. You know, it's these in and out laps are as important as the stop itself, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Rando's left the second on the table with a 33 stationary. If Melling comes in and goes 32.54, that may well be the second that he needs for that overlap, because if you look down to turn 1, the way that the pit exit formates, it does put a really favourable line on the inside where all the camber is into turn 1. So look to see what that looks like, and look to see whether Steve-O looks to cover off that undercut. And he does not. He presses on with Ken Simpson, so he's going to press this one on. Just under 5 minutes left to run. What was the lap time from Steve-O that time round? Okay, he went at 1:39.4, so he's 3 tenths off his personal best, which is a 39.1. So he's on the money pace-wise, as we did see Rando running a very similar number, somewhere around 39 4s to 39.5s. So those boys are all in touch with each other, and this one is going to come down to the wire once Steve-O stops.
Yep, definitely. It's that Baker with... He hasn't cleared that stop-go. I don't think he's left the pits, and that's why it's not clearing there, J-Man. I don't think he's gone around and come back in.
He has come back in. I don't think he hasn't left.
I just don't think he's left, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. With a big
it's Simpson.
Of
Sorry, J-Man. Simpson off on camera there. A little bit tricky little run down off the top of the hill there through the double apexing rights there. And I think he just caught a little bit of the inside ripple strip, which can run you wide. And once you're wide, you're out of there in that little right-hander there. So, tough work.
Antoon in the lane. You just watch the stop, super quick in, wrestles it down to 50k beautifully.
Yeah, Blue Hawk, I agree. I reckon Wally's just gone, look, I'm just going to go and get a pint or something and I'll see you for the next one. So he's off. They got
What does
good
Melling
beer.
do? Melling in the lane.
Shieldsy in the lane as well, J-Man. So all happening.
Yeah.
Foto's stayed out. Who's that in the background? That's Simpson, followed Melling in as well, I see. So 5 cars out of 9 in the pit lane as we speak.
Yeah, one of them, like you said, is on a pub run. But
on a pub run. So who are we watching here? Rando, really, isn't it? We just need to see where Rando...
It's Rando. I'll give you the call on Steve Melling. He is 18 seconds into what would hopefully be a 32-second stop, which would leave him coming out the lane absolutely side by side with Phil Rando, as we see Nev Shields get away with a beautiful 32. Same with Phil Antoon, 32
very
seconds.
Nice, very nice. Rando around the final corner, J-Man, and you can see Shields, he's actually driving out of the pits.
Yeah. It's a slow one for Steve Melling.
Oh, no.
He does a 35. Rando's already through. You can see him there. And Simpson with a 32 actually bridges the gap down a fair bit after that mistake that was made. And he made up a good 3 seconds on Steve Melling in the pit lane.
Yep. So even though Rando didn't do an overly good stop either, J-Man, Melling clearly doing a worse one. Melling very sideways out of that little hairpin there in the first sector. Fotodo in the pits, J-Man. Did he get it stopped? I heard you gasp.
But he was so close to collecting the inside guardrail on the left-hand side. It was that close. So, look, Antoon did a beautiful stop, 32.55. Shieldsy a 32.56. And that's just the difference on entry.
Yep.
Their accuracy to the box, that last millisecond, pulling up under the brakes, getting the car square. So Antoon did a really nice job of that. Fotodo, we're about to see the number. He is about 7 seconds away from an optimal number in the lane.
And I think, is he calling last lap? He would be calling last lap given those times there, J-Man. So Antoon across the line.
32.
Pass Fotodo rolls across the pit exit line there and immediately into T1 here at Zandvoort. Round 7 viewers in the Asrnz 2025 Lightweight Cup. This has been a great series, J-Man, so far. All the different classes of cars in the ACC title used throughout the series. With a caveat, all of them have had 40 kgs ripped out of them. So, hence the name Lightweight
Cup.
Cup.
With a stop-go 30, I did not see that. He's copped a stop-go 30.
Ouch,
so that was a
okay, so
that's big news for Nev Shields, because he is around about 5 odd seconds behind him.
So that will see him move up. That will potentially, well, that's going to see Rando, Melling, and maybe even Simpson move up too, surely.
Well,
what's he got? 30 seconds. Wow, yeah.
Well, the plot thickens. It's probably going to be more because it's unfortunately occurred on the last lap. As we see Antoon coming through, so that could be bigger.
Absolutely, that could be even way bigger. That could be a bit of an issue there.
I've got to say that Rando has just got himself a podium. Shieldsy will move up to P2. Think so. Rando will move up to P3.
Without a doubt.
Here comes Phil Antoon, takes the race victory.
So nice work from Phil. No surprise, Giga extraordinaire.
Oh, look at Shields is going to grab
already. He was all over him. Yeah.
Righto.
So congratulations to Nev Shields there on the second position. Fotodo actually clears the start-finish line in the pits. Now this has been a contentious issue in the past. We're interesting to see what happens there.
Added.
Yep. So Rando, Melling, Simpson across the line as well. J-Man Wadsworth just dipping into that final series of corners, the double right-hander there, and up and over the hill. Rimmer bringing up the rear end of the field there. Nice work from Jacob. Had a bloody up and down race, so poor old Jacob there, and the car looks a bit beaten. But yeah, bringing it home there. And Joe Grimmer, Uncle Joe Grimmer, across the line. J-Man.
Yeah, ripper stuff, mate. And I tell you what, that's big for Nev Shields, leading over Antoon. So 720 plays 692. It's obviously a definite gain there from Antoon, but Shields coming in second is pretty good. I mean, we talk about, so I think the difference is 50 points for first in the sprint race, and then I think it is 45. So only lost 5 points there, that one. So, but the big one will be, yeah, Fordo, he was racing out of 7th in the championship. So big for Steve Melling and Ken Simpson there. That was a big play there to help them in their cause against Lee Perkins, obviously being away this week. So
absolutely, and a good game for obviously Nev Shields, like you already mentioned. So awesome stuff. That is basically the 20-minute heat race, just to get everybody warmed up, including ourselves. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will take a very short intermission here. Remember, hit the like button. They're free, totally free. Just hit the like button. Grab yourself a bevy.
Free like. I'll take 10 too.
I wish all these guys could put 10 up there. But yeah, we'll take a short break. So grab yourself a bevy. Don't go too far from the screen. We will be back soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a short intermission, you have joined MATCHFIT Entertainment once again for the official live coverage of Asrnz's 2025 Lightweight Cup. We are getting down towards the end of the season. It is round 7. We are at Zandvoort as we wrap up 2025 proceedings, official championships. I'm Davo, J-Man right by my side. What a cracking first race with a short field. J-Man.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. There's some good battles going on, and as I mentioned, I guess it's a car configuration, track configuration that lends itself to some unforced errors, and we saw, look, everything was pretty sedate, other than I think Wadsworth had a moment and copped a bit of damage, and also Wally Baker left the chat effectively. So, the pub run might have turned into a little bit more. We know how it goes, was it? But good battle there at the start between Fordo and Antoon, but Antoon just having that little bit too much pace and checked out. And a good battle between Simpson, Melling, and it was Phil Rando. And Phil Rando grabbing a podium out of that one by way of Shane Fordo. Copping that penalty late.
Right at the end too, yeah.
Yeah, 60 seconds out of that hurts.
Absolutely. And look, it's a lesson. It's a pit stop lesson, isn't it? And we love how, again, it's just Asrnz shenanigans. These guys always testing the drivers with limited tyre sets throughout the evening, and just chucking in a CPS here just to shake everything up. So, and there you go. That's why, because what is looking like, maybe a fairly standard bit of a procession of a race can just get thrown upside down, can't it, mate? So, and that's why these guys do it, and it's bloody great for us. We love it.
Yeah, 100%. I'll tell you what, there's a guy that's just entered the chat that I would have loved to have seen in here in one of these things, mixing it up with these boys, and it is our very own Josh from Send It. Be bloody great to see him behind the wheel of a Porsche. Still one more week, Josh.
One more week for Josh as well. Like, it's all winding down. G'day, Josh. Awesome work on Tuesday night from Josh Thompson to, mind you, iRacing Supercars NZ. Excellent stuff. That's why you need to subscribe to MATCHFIT Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, because we got so much shit going on. It's hard to keep up with it unless you subscribe, hit your notifications, and click the like button while you're there. Like I said, likes are free tonight. I think we had a discount on them earlier in the week, but they're free now. So get all on to that. Antoon, J-Man, as these guys roll out in qualifying, it is a 1-lap dash. Is he the first car out on grid? I am not sure. Rando again. So Rando was the first in the first quali as well. I love Rando's car, actually. I love that colour of that car. Works for me.
Yeah, it's kind of a satin, sort of green silver to me, with a hint of it's like a pearl blue,
bronzy colour, isn't it? Yeah, it's a strange colour, but definitely works with that deep blue. Very nice looking car, and look, well, it's a Porsche. It's a bloody Porsche, so I'm a fan straight up. And
you could cover it in shit and still look good, wouldn't it?
Pretty much, brother. Yeah. Oh, God.
Shieldsy to the top, 38.8, so there you go.
Yeah. It makes me think about a competition that we should run in 26. The best painted car we've seen all year. We might even do this before Christmas. Best painted car all year, and the shittest car that we've seen all year. So wait for that, ladies and gentlemen. That's worth subscribing and hitting your notifications for. Wait for that one.
Righto, that's better from Melling, 38.992.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. not with his best lap by his standards that we've seen, a 39.7, season provisionally fourth. Kenny's just dropped
Simpson
into
across the
fifth.
line.
Antoon
Yep.
is still coming.
Yeah, so nice work from Stephen there, like you mentioned, J-Man. Look, sort of where we expected to see him in the first qualifying, really, wasn't it? Foto down a little bit gun shy. I don't know what's going on there. And we see and can hear Antoon rolling across the line in the background as we get a pit lane shot there
37.5.
with a 37.5, which I think was around about Shane's quickest lap in the race, in the first race. So, because what did Antoon do? He did a bloody 7.1 or something, didn't he? 37.1.
Yeah, he did do a 7.1. I'm not sure, but I think Wadsworth may have gone for a lap. I'm not sure whether Uncle Joe did, but I think Wadsworth may have ended up with a track cut, because I was looking at the pit timer, and his is significantly less.
I'll take OP rums, Warren. Thank you, Wally. double rum, no ice.
Wally, do not order the gremlins after midnight. So there you have it, Antoon once again
there
off the front row, and he's got company with Shields now. This is good for Nev. We're talking about
it is good.
The battle. Antoon made a 5-point gain in that title chase.
Let's get those points up again here, so we can the viewers that have just sort of tuned in here can get a bit of a grip on what's going on here. But Shields, Antoon, super quick. Shieldy has been solid all series, J-Man. And Antoon, I don't know whether he missed a couple of rounds or whatever, chasing that top spot as we wind down here at Zandvoort for round 7. Couple of Porsche Cup races here to wind things up in 2025 in Asrnz's Lightweight Cup. 10th anniversary too, just quietly, ladies and gentlemen, for Asrnz. 10 years in the New Zealand sim racing landscape. So, bloody hell, that is worth a party. And we have been having a party, or well, ASR's been having a party all year to celebrate it. So, awesome stuff. But you can see there on the calendar, we're at Zandvoort here tonight for round 7. And we'll be at Indianapolis tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Next week. Oh, God, my brain's mush. Next week. For the final round.
So it looks something like, I think by my math, somewhere around about 765 points plays 742 for Antoon. So
we'll bring that up. We'll bring that up.
Yeah, with the big points playing out of the feature race. So this is the one. This is the one that can either make or break. Yep.
J-Man's got the MATCHFIT abacus out, and we can. He's flicking the beads, and he's trying to work it out. You know, he's sliding that shit from one side to the other.
That's about the extent of it, mate. Really, I need John Carter in these situations.
We do need Jono's big brain here to work some of this stuff out. But you know, look, we'll speculate and give it a red hot crack ourselves anyway, won't we, brother?
For sure. But no, this will be good. And it'll be interesting to see just how much pressure Shieldsy puts on Phil at the start of this one, and see if he can just rattle him a little bit. We know that Phil's got superior pace, you know, I guess for the one lap and the duration. We just saw him smashing out those 37s in race 1. But, you know, I think he just sometimes just get up there and ruffle the feathers and hope like hell that maybe Antoon looks for a 10 out of 10 score on the doughy off the start of this one. He's going to be short on rubber as it is. Do we?
Well, what did you give him? What did you give him last time? A 9.2, I think.
I gave him a 9.2 because he went 2 doughies. I give him a 10 if he actually got out and slalom the whole field.
So here we go. Oh, he's fucked it.
Oh no, he's finishing strong. He's finishing.
It's a bit awkward. Come on, a bit snaggy on the donuts, Phil. Up your game, brother.
Yeah, it's probably a 7.3, mate. Seriously.
If that, please. I would reverse those numbers and go with 3.7.
Oh, you're a hard man.
Well, I just think I can do better, J-Man. You know, that's it. So. as we see the boys roll away for their formation lap. Some will be a lot more focused than Mr. Antoon, I tell you. And in the likes of Nev Shields and Steve Melling, these guys will be very focused on, like it's all about the points here as we sort of wind down towards the end of the series. This is pretty much the third last race. We're going to have another couple next week, but last one for the night here. We can see Antoon there in the distance, but Shields and Melling, man, these guys, they will have, I think they will be putting pressure on themselves, won't they, J-Man?
Yeah, they will. And look, and this is the big one. I mean, we talk about, so obviously first place in the sprint race offers 50 points. This one here, first place offers 100. So effectively you clean sweep the round, you're 150 points up. So someone like Steve Melling, who's I think around about 99 points behind Nev Shields. If Steve Melling, who's starting right behind him in this one, has a good one, and Shields, he has a shitter. I mean, he's got the luxury of not a very big field, so he's still going to pull some pretty good points. But, there's opportunities there still with 2 to go. So mathematically, it's not done yet by any stretch. It is close
definitely.
enough, so.
Definitely not.
Yeah, look, I'll take a sheepdog and it may be a Spade Summit. Thanks, Wazza.
What is that even, J-Man?
That's peanut butter whiskey, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I got one righty.
That just sounds way too hipster for this old boy, I tell ya. But everyone to their own, as the boys and the boys got themselves all lined up.
Shields in the pit lane.
Hey,
what has happened to Neil Shields?
What the hell just happened there?
We talked about the points on offer, and if you had a shitter, Steve Melling, 99
that's
points
not
behind.
good. That's not good, J-Man. These guys rolling up to the start line here for the feature race here. Antoon and no Shields beside him. Melling, Rando, Frodo, Simpson, Grimmer, Wadsworth, and they are off. And Shields sitting in the pits. Melling off and on the brakes so early there, has literally made himself vulnerable straight away to Frodo. Yeah. Frodo sneaks past.
Yeah, he needed to capitalise on that situation. So Shields,
what else is going on there? So that's Rando and Shields in front of Melling there.
No. Shields is just a data glitch there, mate. He is off the back of the pack. He's just coming through turn 1 now. So it is Antoon over Rando over Frodo with a great start.
Wow.
And then Melling, Simpson, Wadsworth.
Melling looked a little gun shy into one there, J-Man. Pulled, had a great start, and then just got on the middle pedal there way too early. Frodo around the outside. Rest is history. Frodo shaking the back, as always. That's his Frodo style, right there. It doesn't matter what. I think we watched him on Monday night in a freaking hypercar in LMU, and he was doing that. So, but watch him put pressure on Rando here, J-Man.
Yeah, he will. He'll know what's at stake, and looking to make amends for race 1 with that 60-second time penalty at the back end for a pit infringement. So he'll put the heat on early. Look for a big dive down the inside. Does Rando cover it? No, he doesn't. He stays wide. You bet your bottom dollar Shane's going to go down here.
He did give him about half a car length or so less than what he could have. But Frodo clearly has the upper hand and a little bit more pace than Rando. Rando steps aside. Frodo through now. Rando has Melling to think about. Melling, look at this, is Groundhog Day here. Rando, Melling, Simpson once again, J-Man. No surprise, really. And like you mentioned, Shieldsy out of the pits, started from the pit lane. So I'm not sure what happened there. He was in the formation. I'm sure he was in that formation as they rolled away.
Yeah, he was. I actually saw out of turn 2, I actually saw Antoon drive through him. So he might have just had some sort of failure there and needed to back to pit lane to control the lead or something. But look, he is on his way back through. And is on the back of Uncle Joe as we speak, mate. So look, some work to do, but look, it is the feature. He's got 37 minutes from here on out to try and make. And look, the first pass is on its way as Uncle Joe actually shows him a bit of courtesy there. Just says, mate, you go on through.
Yeah, nice work from Joe.
Yeah, tyres be a factor on this one too, Dave.
Well, you know it, and we talk about it like every week with this. This second race, always we can start to see it even before the CPS. You know who's on what. These guys, some of these guys could be on a slightly worn tyre and be saving their like a good green tyre for the back half of the race. Some of them might have started on a green tyre. You just don't know. But we will see it within about the first, about 15 or 20 minutes of this race.
Yeah, 100%. And I just want a quick reach out to Wally Baker, having those headset issues. Wally, if you're around at the end of the broadcast, mate, hang about. Because I actually do rock that exact headset. There are a few little tricks that you may or may not have done to get those working. So don't call it dead yet, mate. We'll try and catch up for a quick
Definitely
chat
not.
post-stream, mate.
Definitely not. So,
Now, Florido.
Antoon, Florido, Rando, J-Man,
2
Florido.
seconds behind.
Melling all over Rando.
Yeah, Simpson all over Melling. And much better start to this one here for Wadsworth, although he did start well on the other one, just had a couple of unfortunates there that took him out of contention. But this is a good four-way battle. Rando,
It is.
Simpson and Wadsworth.
It is, and we saw this last race. Like I said, it was a little bit Groundhog Day-ish. But just looking at the camera shots there through that middle sector there, vastly different lines for very similar pace from through some of those corners there, J-Man, through that middle sector of Zandvoort. Crazy place. Everybody drives it a little bit different, and obviously tonight they're all trying to stay alive because they're driving Porsches, and the Porsches just want to kill them sometimes. So.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to call it now, mate, just so we can see the progression of this. Now, Nev Shields, 15.2 seconds behind. That was 15.5 when I looked just in the very recent past. So just think about that going forward with 34 and a half minutes to run. Already down to 14 and a half. He just ran a 38.3 versus his competitors. I'm talking about Rando, Melling, Simpson, Wadsworth, all up the road. And they're running 39s and 40s.
Yep.
So
he wants to get back on the podium.
Like a long way.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it seems like a long way, but we've got pit stops which can easily see the difference of 2, 3, 4 seconds difference in the pit lane if he gets all that right. And look for Nev, depending on what tyre set he's on, to either go very, very early here or run this thing incredibly long. Based on whatever rubber he's got. Now, he has had time to probably process that sitting in the pit lane at the start formation to maybe think about his strategy play on this one. And it is big because we're talking about your championship leader here. So, I know it's a little early and the gap is vast, but we'll just see what that shapes out like over the next half an hour. But in the interim, Steve Melling doing a beautiful job putting the pressure on Phil Rando, who got himself a podium in race 1 and is currently sitting in P3 at the moment. So Rando really turned up in the Porsches this week and doing a great job. Wadsworth has a look on Simpson, shows the nose down into turn 1, pulls back into line. Davo, pressure's on.
Pressure's on for Simpson, ever the gentleman. But you have already mentioned at the top of the broadcast how, I don't know, we've seen a different Kenny Simpson at the back end of 2025, a little bit more aggression in his driving, a little bit less gentlemanly like. So I just think Wadsworth's going to have to work hard to get back past Kenny here tonight. As we just see, Wadsworth just getting, that big sort of parabolica style corner they come to at the end of Sector 1 there. Very banked, but tricky. It's got a freaking awkward little bump as you tip into it. And we just saw Wadsworth there, just picking that bump up.
7. Yeah, it's turn 7.
It's tricky.
And it's a blind apex.
It is. Oh, we just see
Woods.
Woods. He's out. No.
Oh, so more importantly, look at the time delta dropping for Nev Shields. So this will be another one. This will be a go P6. Now the front of that Porsche does not look good. So any of the turn that car did have, it won't now. Wow,
just a little bit of an unforced error there. Just trying to get on that loud pedal a little bit louder, a little bit earlier, and a little bit louder, just to try and stay in touch with Simpson. Has pretty much forced a little bit of an error there in Wadsworth driving, and as he's getting that thing straight into the pit lane, can he stop it? Only just, Jay. Wow. That was close. Like, whoa,
it's
whoa.
An early control at this pit entry as well. And I think that's what caught Shane out. You heard me talking about he was perilously close to grabbing the opposite side that we saw Wadsworth nearly hit the right-hand side, and Shane nearly clipped the left-hand, and I think he just ran it in a little bit hot, which is what copped him the penalty. Now, I think Jacob's going to be okay because I think he had to really arrest it to keep it off the wall. So that might have saved him in respect to the pit lane speed limit.
Yeah, definitely. But look, Shields on a mission, J-Man. He's coming. He's coming in hot on Simpson, Melling and Rando.
Yeah, he was 1.2 seconds, 1.1 seconds faster than Steve Melling that round. The margin to Ken Simpson's now 13.7. However, Ken Simpson is 1.7 off the back of Melling at the moment, so still plenty to play for.
30 minutes, now. 30 minutes, J-Man. Still yet to run in this, and with a pit stop thrown in.
4.1 now, so he is hustling. 37.51 is the margin, and he just ran another 37.51, so he's back to backing those 7.5s at the moment. Fodado on a 7.9, so it's just creeping out by 3 or 4, maybe even 5 tenths every second. Last call.
Last call. Stuff that, Wally. Just keep them coming, brother.
Yeah, still half an hour to go, was it? What are we going to do?
So out of the back of Rando's car, through that little sketchy little hairpin there in Sector 1, and he has got a little bit of a gain on Melling in the past lap and a half or so. And we saw this in race 1, but Melling always manages to just pull that gap back and get back on the back of Rando.
Yeah. Now, look, Wadsworth did a good job. You mentioned, he got into the pit lane after that incident and got the car tidied up, so repaired a bit of damage and the like. So it was a 44-second stop, so it was around about 12 seconds longer than a conventional. However, he's got a nice clean car for the back end, and, you got to go out there thinking as well, you got to do the best job you can, as he's got Fodado approaching him. And it's not to say that any of the other drivers might not end up without incident here, and he could gain a couple. Anybody could have the same situation as he's just had. As he sees some blue flags, he'll just probably shift it on over and let Shano through. Yeah, Davo's parrot. Yeah, Archie gets pretty excited at any sort of motorsport, but in particular for the MX-5s, he's all G'd up for that. Yeah, likes the old hairdressers cars, does Archie.
He loves his wind in it. He loves his head in the wind, hair in the wind, feathers, whatever he's got. I don't know. I know. All I do know is he's bloody noisy. One wall's not enough to shut that shit down, I tell you. It comes through on my mic every time. Awesome stuff. Thank you again, legends. All you viewers and guys piping up in the chat box. definitely makes our night. We love it. Look, if you're new to the channel, which by the looks of it, most of you aren't, but either way, I'm going to say it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit the notifications. We have had so much going on. We've been streaming 4 nights a week for the past few weeks, and as we roll into 2026, that is not going to change. Big schedule coming up for 2026, so if you
Massive
want to
stuff on the horizon.
mate, keep up with everything MATCHFIT Entertainment. Definitely hit the notifications, guys, as we post more information soon. All our socials links are in the description, but enough of that malarkey. We are here for Asrnz's 2025 Lightweight Cup. It is round 7, second to last round in the series as we wind down for 2025. 10th anniversary for Asrnz as well. That is worthy of another. Have we got the clap? Have we got the clap, J-Man? Put the clap on. But that is worth a golf clap all day. There it is. Thank you, J-Man. Asrnz, 10th year anniversary. That as well. So yeah, nice work from those boys. We've got Melling and Simpson in the pits, J-Man.
Yeah, and critical time of the race, still with just over 26 minutes to run. So opting for not quite the halfway mark, so tells me that they probably weren't on the best set of boots that they've got in the cupboard. So look for a little bit more pace. And Melling was kind of just falling away a little bit. So was Simpson.
Yep. It was that. Oh, is that Rando just a little bit quicker in the feature here?
He has been running a bit quicker, but we'll see what that looks like when it shakes out. As we see Steve Melling goes 30. Oh, he's still on the jacks. 35
that's
seconds.
Not good. So Simpson, just look at the gain from Simpson, and look at the both of them wicking the tyres up on the exit there.
Yep. So Simpson with a beautiful 32.55.
Very
so
nice
32 stationary,
Simo.
55 out of the lap. Yep.
So good gains from Simpson there. He wasn't making it on track. He's baited. It's in the pit lane, and that's why we love these pit stops so much, J-Man. So much to be gained or lost some nights. And Simpson with a nice job there.
Yeah, wouldn't it be good to have Oscar back on the grid?
Oh, yes.
So what has Shane now got it out to... Sorry, Antoon's got it out to 5.8 seconds now. So he is hustling 37.4 last lap round. The lap before that, 37.3. So he's approaching those crazy numbers, heading in the low 7s.
And you can just see on camera there, you can still actually see Fodado in back of shot there. We're just picking up on Rando now. He was just a little over the hill there, coming out of the hairpin from those camera angles there. But, well, I wouldn't call it in touch, but Fodado most definitely in touch with Antoon. Mate, mate, they only just need a snaggy pit stop. You know, like, and these gaps will change dramatically. Who's that in the pits? Joe Grimmer sneaking in the black, green and purple. Is that the second time? I thought he'd been in before.
Oh, I think
maybe not. No, maybe not. Actually, no. So this is yep. So only Wadsworth, Melling, and Simpson pitted so far. So plenty to play for. So, Simpson still got the pressure on bloody Melling there, J-Man.
Yeah, so what I can tell you about Melling now in the current situation, he is pit stop green for home.
Oh,
so
Kenny! Kenny! Oh, sorry to interrupt, J-Man.
You're right, mate. As you were.
Massive. Over the blind crest here, J-Man. We will pick it up on the replay here. It just gets the rears on the grass on the turn in, nearly puts the bloody thing in the wall on the right hand side, gathers it up.
Oh.
Man, what a puckering moment that would have been. And he's kept that thing on track. Impressive stuff. Rando in the pits, J-Man. Sorry to interrupt, brother.
No, you're right. I was just doing some live calculations to Nev Shields' progress because he's running quite nicely at the moment. 39 the last round, best lap of a 38.3. And I could tell you that an optimal pit stop will take you 55 seconds out of your race time by the time you're stationary for 32. And then you try to learn out of the lane. I can tell you now he was around 46 to 47 seconds behind Steve Melling as far as race time. Obviously, Rando is going to be, what is he? He is 43.5 seconds behind Shieldsy. So there's still time to make up, but I believe he is doing it at the moment. And I'm talking about Shields' progression up the grid, maybe for a podium, or if not, can he challenge Steve Melling for that 4th spot and just mitigate the damage to what is race 2 on the penultimate round?
With 20 minutes to go, and we did call this earlier in at the top of the race there, that with his progress that he might land around Melling, Simpson area, didn't we? You know, like so. And yeah. I think he's still on track for that. I totally agree. As he actually peels off
here
the
he
pit
goes.
lane now. G'day, who's that? Mr. Average Isaac. Evening, guys. Watching from India. G'day, mate. Thanks for joining in. Hit the like, subscribe, hit your freaking notifications while you're here. Tune in to MatchFit. Nearly every night of the bloody week at the moment, guys. I'm exhausted. So, who have we got in the lane? Nev Shields. Where is he going to come out? Where's Rando? That is the question. Shields with at least 32 seconds on the jacks. J-Man. Rando's going to come past him. We suspect easily.
Yeah,
we can see all the cars in shot there.
Comes Melling.
That is Melling right behind Simpson with that big moment back a lap or two ago.
Shields with 32.
Oh, Shieldsy, keep it together, brother. Gets out in behind Simpson. Simpson only just exiting T1. Shields just halfway through. So, good gains from Shieldsy, J-Man.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Is it enough?
I mean, look, it's potentially enough for Simpson. He's got around 5.3, 5.4 seconds, I think, once it all settles down. And look to try and make that back on Simo. Simo with a couple of hairy moments as we do just reach the halfway mark in this race. Antoon,
yes,
still hauling ass at the
hauling
front.
Ass, hauling ass.
Banking 37s.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Average. I think I just clocked who you were. It's Mr. Ichikawa, no doubt.
Yes, it is.
So you travel a lot, brother. So we know we don't get you every week on track. But yeah, good to see you tuning in, my friend, and throwing your support our way as always. I'm sure it's hot and bloody smoky, smoggy in India at the moment. So, Nev Shields, J-Man, has he got the mumbo to chase down maybe Simpson? At least Simpson, he's right on
half
his
a
tail.
second now. It went from 5 seconds to half a second. So Simo's had
a moment,
an incident. I'm not sure if there's a replay on that one because it literally must have just happened.
Let's go back here. We'll go back 60 seconds. So quite a long replay here, ladies and gentlemen, through that big sweeping right-hander. The banking there, and we saw Simo come off just on the entry of that there a couple of laps ago. We've seen him come off there, like that corner there, that we're just seeing in the replay there in race 1. Here we go. What did go on? There it is, a little bit of a snake. He's still got this, J-Man. There is no Nev Shields to be seen. Very distant in the camera shot. Oh, he's got the rears pinched into there, totally.
Yeah.
Jumps up on the curb, turns that thing around. Shields just goes, thank you for coming. I'm here now.
He's on him now. Fodado to the pit lane. We're looking for a better in and out job this time. See what he does on the jacks. And Simpson was actually super lucky to get that thing rotated and moving before
Shields, he literally just got that thing moving before, and now they're just rolling around to the same corner here again. Kenny will no doubt be a little gun shy. We could see it on the replay, pinching the rears. Car got in too tight, hit that first curb, and it just bounced the car around. He had so much lateral momentum, lateral load on the car, and the thing just spun nearly on itself, which was probably fortuitous because he actually got it. It just spun around so quickly he was able to get back on the throttle and roll away from it. But Shields, pressure, J-Mac.
Yeah, and just an update, Shane Fodderdo gets in and out of the lane beautifully, 32 stationary, 55 outright. So tick that box this time successfully, and presses on, and does have around about 16.5 seconds over Phil Rando. But for me, it'll be the 2.5 gap that is Rando to Melling. Can Melling apply the pressure in the back quarter of an hour to try and put some heat on Rando and just really give it a good nudge for a podium here? Steve-O's done a fantastic job all season long, doing a lot of the engineering throughout the classes, throughout the season, put a lot of time in. I think himself and Nev Shields putting a fair bit of practice in, so these guys really stepped up to the series. Shields can't crack this puzzle of Ken Simpson at the moment, though, Davo. He is on him, but
hey, look.
Simpson with a 38.860, Shields with a 38.830 last lap round. There's nothing in the pace.
No, definitely not. And look, and what is true is that Shields is running out of time here, J-Man, as it is for Melling as well on Rando. So these guys, although Shields a lot closer to Simpson, they've really got to start upping their game and get on it. Simpson with a little mistake there, a little bit of a wriggle.
Yeah, look.
Shields will smell the blood. Here we go. Kenny's got to flex the muscles here. We've seen him in the past, only earlier this year. Very gentleman driver here. He will, given the chance, give these guys a little bit of space, even when fighting for position. Not so much at the back end of 2025 here. Simpson. He's been to the gym, J-Man. He's flexed. Oh, he's into the freaking wall.
Yeah, he's cooked it.
Commentator's curse.
Out of turn 2.
Talk about that. We've killed him, J-Man.
We have that effect sometimes, mate.
Oh,
sorry.
Just picking it up on the replay there. Oh, wow. Damn, as Antoon just sneaks. But look at that thing. Looks like a freaking smashed crab. Dropped pie. Bloody hell.
And I tell you what, the pace hasn't fallen off of this car of Antoon's much at all. He's the only guy left out there to stop running that set of tyres for effectively the last, 25, 26 odd minutes, and the pace is still good. 37.9 last that round. That thing is hooked up. What is the numbers? Melling just loses a little bit this lap. 1.9 second the margin. He had it down to 1.3.
That's where the fight is, though, J-Man.
Yeah, but Rando got the measure at the moment, so it's a good battle. These guys will come out of this and have a little bit to chat about, and what coulda, shoulda, may have been. I think Rando's definitely turned up tonight to play, and Devo can see the podium, just can't obtain it at the moment. Shields, 9.6 seconds to make on Melling.
He can't quite see him yet, even on track. He might get glimpses of him every now and then, but it's just too far back, J-Man, with only, a little over 13 minutes to go. That is not going to happen without a mistake up the front there. Rando and Melling just driving some super clean races. Both race 1 and here in the feature. So I just can't see that happening. Nice work from both these boys. Steve keeps the pressure on though, doesn't he? He's just there the whole time. Mr. Consistency, smashing it out.
Yep.
Oh, Simpson in
Just
recovery mode. J-Man, that was tough to watch there. Both Simpson and Wadsworth, you know, like just some unforced errors creeping into their races. Yeah, hit the wall hard.
I'm just looking over the rear wing of Steve Melling as he heads down to 1, and I could just see, I think it's Nev Shields.
Oh, it's Nev Shields.
Coming out of the final turn. And who was that diving to pit lane? That'll be none other than Phil Antoon.
Okay, so that's the equaliser, obviously, for Fronto being so far back at the moment. So yep. Antoon on the jacks, or is he on the jacks? No, it's still
not
rolling
yet.
Down to the pit box there. Nice pit entry, J-Man, and looks like he's hit the box there really tidily. Car, no adjustments in the car at all. So nice work. Fronto coming through the back chicane. Antoon on the jacks. Rando trying to stay focused. He's got the ears back. He's got Melling in tow. Melling is just, that car has been in Rando's mirrors all friggin' night. So he's very much used to that. Shields on his way though. Has he got it? I doubt it, but he's given it a bloody red hot crack, J-Man.
Yeah, he's taken another 2 seconds off it since the last call. It's down to 8.4, 8.5.
10 minutes.
Antoon with a beautiful stop, 32.55. So picture perfect once again. It's all those little 1% of things that equate to success, and he does it very, very well. So
as we just watched, Fronto dip, it locks the front left into the hairpin there in sector 1, and then wicks the bloody thing up on the exit, leaves a couple of big tyre marks on the exit. So just shame Fronto 101, I suppose that is, isn't it? That's just him on the daily. Rando in third, J-Man, he will be stoked and will be focused with the belly car tucked up. Well, not quite tucked up, but he's right there in the mirrors. Shieldsy, has he got it? Oh.
Well, 10 minutes to go. He's got 8.2 seconds to try and work out. I think it's definitely not going to happen without a mistake from Melling. And I tell you what, Melling is a sure set of hands. I talked to him earlier in the week, and he did mention that, you know, he put a lot of emphasis into this car of, I guess, of it being a safe drive as opposed to a super fast one, because he knows how quickly this thing can bite. We've seen it with Simpson, Wadsworth already. We've seen it just time and time again where the Porsche bites.
The Porsche can bite. It bites hard when it does, J-Man, as I think we just
7.4 now.
Joe Grimmer rolling back into the pit lane there.
Fronto winding the wick up now on this thing. 37.6 last lap round. 37.372 to take the fastest lap of the race.
Yes,
he is on the gas. Came out with Antoon came out with around about 6.1 seconds post pit stops to lead this race. It's now at 4.9.
Mind
so
you,
Fronto,
Fronto on the march, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks good at the back end, although that's a big margin to make up on somebody like Phil, who will stabilise those times once those tyres come up to 10. And then there's the other question, is we don't know what rubber, who is on what. Right. We know that Antoon's tyres have done potentially 4 more donuts than everybody other
well,
than
we
maybe
know
Ken
that
Simpson,
for a fact.
Yes, Simos have done a few donuts as well.
But yeah, definitely Fronto on the march. And look, we J-Man just calling that Fronto with the fastest lap of the race last lap, which was a 1:37 3.72. So we'll just put it in perspective. Phil Antoon's best lap in the race is a 1:37 3.85. We are talking hundredths of a second differences between these two boys at the moment. There's bugger all in it, but it is bragging rights, and people like these guys. Like Antoon will see that time, J-Man, and will he respond?
Oh, not only will he see it, it's likelihood that he's read it, he's heard it, because he's likely got the stream going. We know what Phil's like. I mean, sometimes
he's probably got us live, belting through the speakers.
He could probably do a 37.3 and type to us sometimes, but he'll go out there now, and that'll be just a little carrot that he'll want to wrestle off the teammate. Yep. You know, these guys both race out of the Giga stable.
They do.
Super fast, super professional team, and he'll know that his mate's gone and done that. And look, I can tell you, this lap alone, he has been up, you know, a quarter of a tenth. He's right on the delta of his personal best at the moment. So we'll see what that looks like as he comes across the line, because he's about level with his personal best at the moment. And he'll push hard. He'll look for all those tiny little things, and he'll push hard. Cooks it by 1.5 down at the chicane. So it may not be this lap, but I bet you he presses on as I look to the margin now. 7.5 seconds now. Nev Shields to Steve Melling. 1.8 seconds Melling to Rando. So is the sting in the tail gone for Melling putting any sort of attack on Rando?
Maybe. We asked Phil to type in while he was racing. He has, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how come he didn't just set the best lap of the race. Stop it, Phil.
Stop it, Philip. Philip, stop it.
Yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, look, those front two really stomped the authority in the Porsches already. 26.6 seconds over Rando, so the front two have just checked out.
Yeah, both of them look spectacular in, I suppose, in a different light. You know, like Antoon, just sheer pace. The guy looks super clean and tidy. Well, he texts us in the chat box on freaking YouTube while he's doing these times. Frodo, spectacular in a different way. Always specky to watch. Lots of oversteer. Crazy attitude in the car, and we've come to expect that, J-Man. I think we've been, I don't know how many years we've been calling Shane Ford, but that is just Frodo all over. We see it like week in, week out, wherever we see him. Rando showing some awesome pace and some spectacular driving tonight. Like you said, he has turned up for the game, and I think that might have put Steve-O off a little bit. We know Steve-O well practiced this week for these cars. So, but is that gap closed a little bit there, J-Man? He's
closed it now by 6 tenths to Rando for sure. 1.3 seconds the margin now. 4.5 minutes left to run. So I think in Steve-O's mind it's not done. He's still in the hunt. Oh, as he just works it up out of turn 13. So just looking for that little bit, and that. What does that cost him? Oh, it's only cost him 2 tenths.
Let's get a replay of that. Oh, just too much. Steve-O, come on. He looked like he was distracted there a little bit.
Yeah, they certainly can.
Wow, it's a Porsche, isn't it? They just bite. They're a bit bitey.
It's just from... Yeah.
We love them. I can't get enough of them. I love the challenge of driving these cars, and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but look, a Porsche at Zandvoort, it's just like, just sign me up. You know, like just, I'd be there all day, you know, if I didn't have to stream it and watch it. David, where's the union? We should be out there.
That's it. Just watching that margin. Shields, he just got it under 7 seconds now, but the time is just not going to be on his side for this one. Melling down to 1.2 now. He's starting to be consistently
Tipping,
just nibbling away.
Biting, yes. Shieldsy not far behind these guys, J-Man. Slowly trying to get that margin down. There is only 2.5 minutes to go. We still have Phil out in front texting. Shane Frodo in second position. Always looks like he's in a drift session. We love that. Is that just a Kiwi thing or what? Rando, I think as focused, I think he's just so focused because he's in third place, but he's got Melling like right there. If he knows if he makes the slightest of mistakes, he's gone. Melling will be all over it. So Rando, hyper focused.
Yeah, he's done a beautiful job tonight, and just put himself in contention all night. I mean, obviously got that one race won by way of Frodo's mistake, but he did nothing wrong. He just was out there and he was battling with these guys, Steve Melling and at the time Ken Simpson as well, and he just razor sharp with the focus. And tonight he hasn't been. He hasn't had it easy. He's had pressure from Steve. Steve Melling 1 second behind us. We see Antoon embark on the last lap of the race. In this penultimate round, bar is closed. It's a shit bar.
Is there a lounge or something? Can we just slip down to the cocktail bar or something? Shit, after this. I'm sure there's another one.
It's New Zealand, mate. We'll just ram raid it shortly. Frodo, big moment. Big moment. Turns it round.
He's around.
Got to gather it
hang
up.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this. I reckon that thing's on a worn tyre, eh? It's been looking loose.
0.9 the margin now, Melling. Rando, has he got something? Can he do something big in this last lap? Rando wide.
It's on. It's freaking on. It is the last lap though, and Antoon.
It is the last lap.
Antoon's just about to go across
pressure cooker.
Jesus Christ. Really?
They run up over the hill.
Right to the end.
Run up over the hill into 7 here, and it is 0.5.
Rando will be stressed. He'll be sweating bullets here. He's made the mistake. It's only half a lap.
He's done such a good job for basically 40 minutes. Where is Antoon? Here he comes across the line.
We won't even put the camera on it. We will congratulate him, J-Man, as we will Shane Frodo as well.
We'll talk to him shortly.
I'm sure he'll text us.
Here it is. 0.5.
He runs deep into the chicane too.
He runs deep into the chicane. That's going to give Steve another bit of a look here. You can see Nev Shields in the background, 6 seconds off of this battle. So he's done a good job to close that margin down for what I called at the start was 15.4 seconds. And so he effectively brings it down a good 10 seconds.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps up the feature race here at Zandvoort. Nev Shields in the background, not that far away, J-Man. Oh, shit. We don't want to see that. Come on, Nev. Crazy stuff.
Then Simo. Then Wadsworth. Then Uncle Joe.
Wadsworth and Joe well around the circuit, but Simo just rolling across the line there now. So
right, I'm going to jump on this pretty quick so we don't lose guys.
Come on. Let's jump on it, J-Man.
Yep. So I've got Phil Rando down in the chat box. You got us on comms, Phil?
Certainly do, mate.
Mate, what a fantastic race, but more importantly, what a fantastic night. You saw yourself grab a podium in race 1. Obviously, Shane grabbing that 60 penalty. You were still there, Johnny, on the spot to grab that one. But race 2, you absolutely earned that 40 minutes of pressure from your old mate, Steve Melling, just hounding you the whole race. You drove beautifully, mate. How'd the Porsche feel out there?
Yeah, she's a bit of a loose beast, but it was good fun racing. Steve-O was right there. He was putting so much pressure on at the end, and my tyres were pretty shot, but held it together and pretty happy with the podium.
Talk to us about that with obviously limited tyre sets for these for this format. How did you go about for race 2 in particular? Did you go out with your best set, or did your best set go on at the back end? How did that work for you?
Best set went on at the back end. I put my quali in on the used set from race 1. Race 2 started with the sort of barely used set. I managed to do a pit pretty late in race 1, so I had a reasonably new set, but I took those ones as long as I could, and then about 25 minutes to go, just had to get rid of them and get something fresh on there. They burn out pretty quick.
Yeah, and a bit of a nervous moment on the final lap at turn 3. Phil, was a bit of just a slight miscalculation on the brake there. Just gave us a little bit more excitement. What was the deal there?
Yeah, I didn't think I could get through the last lap without doing something stupid, so I didn't disappoint the fans on that one.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely spectacular, mate.
Sign this man up, J-Man.
Yeah, 100%, mate. We needed to see more of the Phil Rando we saw tonight, because that was epic, mate. You had a lot of TV time tonight because you guys put on a hell of a show. So congrats to you and your mate Steve-O there for, you guys put on a hell of a show. So well done, mate. Congrats on the podiums.
Awesome, boys. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. So that is Phil Rando racing
Nice work, Phil.
out of P3. Good
Woo!
stuff. And
Woo!
next cab off the rank, just got to talk to this guy. We won't talk too much about race 1, but certainly race 2, Shano had plenty of highs. One little low at the back end, mate. Talk to us about that tyre set, that outgoing tyre set in stint 2.
Yeah, I was pushing pretty hard, trying to I didn't know what Mav was doing. I thought if I just push hard for a few laps, I might try and make some margin on him. But man, it doesn't take long till the tyres are completely fucked.
Cooked, brother,
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah, and then the last lap, I was just trying to do some drifting.
How's
Good
the
fun
lap speed
stuff.
of these things in race trim though, Shano? You went 37.3, take the fastest lap of the race in race 2, mate. Those things are epic quick in race trim, yeah?
Yeah, because they don't burn much fuel, so I think the total fuel usage was like 46 liters, and then obviously halving it, so it was only like 24 liters a stint. So it's running pretty light, and there's not much difference between that and quali. Feels pretty hooked up.
And look, we'll just touch on it briefly, mate. Race 1, saw you come and nearly grab the guardrail on the left side. It was just a little too hot in, was it?
Yeah, I did a couple of practices on my pit entries, and I was like nailing it, and then I don't know, maybe I got a better run through the last corner, and I was like, oh, I'm going too quick.
So you actually practiced it as well, and you still What's that?
I think I got a better exit or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll run with that then. Better exit on the final corner. That's okay.
Yeah, crazy pace. You guys put like 26, 27 seconds on the field tonight. So the Giggers were out in form tonight. So well done, mate, on another fantastic podium and good results.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate. Next week. Yeah, buddy. So that is Shane.
Look, definitely. I'll never complain when Shane goes, I was just trying to drift it a little bit in the last lap. I'm just like, yeah, just do it, bro. Because it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And a night when he actually scored a 9.2 in the burnouts race 1, and then you actually gave him about a 3 point something, a 3.7. I gave him a 7.3 in the second one.
And look, I don't know whether it was just the shock of this new under 16 social media ban that's coming up. That's like freaked him out a little. Yeah, because he's sort of got no. Well, I just mentally. I think he's sort of back at that.
You're probably right there, David.
Mate, too much pace tonight, mate. You were hooked in these things. I don't know that I saw too many moments out of the Mavmobile tonight other than just ballistic pace. Mate, like 7-1 in race trim. Shane just sort of alerted us to the fact that they do run quite light on fuel, which is obviously favourable to a good lap time, but that's mega fast, Mav. And then, mate, how hard were you chasing your teammates' fastest lap time in race 2?
I was spewing. I saw it, and then I put on the wrong set for the last 5 laps. I had the scrub set, and I was still going for it anyway. I got a little bit close, but I couldn't match his pace. Yeah, bloody Shano. Took my
It
fastest
looked
lap.
like you could. It looked like
Right.
you could match it, or even get slightly better than it until you got down to turn
Wasn't he on?
10, 11 down the
Wasn't it?
11, 12 down the chicane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it just wouldn't turn the last turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't get a good run at it. I was losing probably a couple tenths there compared to
Yeah.
previous laps, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think the one lap you were really, really close, and you actually got a good run through the chicane. You actually dropped a couple of tyres out into the sand between
Yeah,
13
I was
and
texting
14.
you guys. That's why.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we didn't ask you, but you couldn't help yourself. You got to stay in touch.
Yeah.
Before the band.
You're gonna
But it
make
was,
everyone work.
oh mate, whoever didn't turn up tonight, you missed out. It was such a good combo
Yeah.
having the
Definitely.
Porsche like 40 kilos off around Zandvoort, which is just nuts. So yeah, it was awesome fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked super enjoyable. It's the one night for sure this series that Dave and myself wish we could be out there on track with you, because it looked so good. And we know how rewarding they are when you actually do, get a lap in, or you get a race run, and because they are high risk but high reward as well. So
yeah, that's right. The best part about them is just the no TC, and you can just if you can get the angle right, you just punch out of the corner.
Yeah. And look, I tell you what, you made 5 points on Shieldsy in race one, but you made a big chunk that one. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting going into the final round, Mav. You're a definite threat for another title, mate. And we'll see what that mathematically looks like for the week. And I know you're here for the fun of it, mate, as well. But look, there's always titles on offer, mate. And
we'll keep it interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, well done again tonight, mate. Masterclass performance. Love the live texting stuff, mate. That's just freakish.
Yeah, thanks, fellas. See you next week.
Awesome, Mav. Thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Okay. That is Phil Antoon from P1. He clean sweeps the round, 2 poles, and two
wins.
number ones. So yeah, good stuff. Look, I'm going to have to check out. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Davo.
Oh, okay.
Once again for having me. I do got to check out. I've got an appointment with Wally. He's closed the bar, and I've got to have a talk to him about that.
Okay. I thought it was a union thing. It's just like, fucking stream's over. J-Man out. Unless I've got to wash up and shit.
Yeah. Bye for now.
Anyway, enough of that bloody malarkey. Anyway, we are going to thank, obviously, all of you legends, our viewers, our supporters that have joined us again here tonight on a Thursday night for a little bit of ATC action with Asrnz's 2025 Lightweight Cup. And like we've mentioned a few times, this is a 10th anniversary year for Asrnz. So golf claps all around for those guys for sticking it out this long. A tough gig in the current landscape at the moment. So, yeah, definitely congratulations to them. And as we wind up this party that we've been having over 2025, we are winding down towards the end of the Lightweight Cup. Last round next week is in Indianapolis. I think I've even got the calendar. Here we go. We'll stick the calendar. There we go. We've got a calendar graphic, ladies and gentlemen. But, yes, thanks, J-Man, who's already left the room. And thank you, all of our viewers. You guys are friggin' legends. Everybody that texts in gets a big shout out from us. Thank you so much. Support Asrnz and MATCHFIT Entertainment. Obviously, like I always say, by hitting the like button, hit the subscribe and the notifications. We have been streaming 4 times a week over the past few weeks. So if you want to keep up with everything that's going on, MATCHFIT Entertainment, stay in touch. Hit the notifications. 2026 is coming up. We've got some huge announcements that we will be feeding to you guys over the next couple of weeks. Oh, I'm out of breath. Last stream for the week. I'm out. See you guys. See you next week.